Kelly and welcome back to Mama Needs a Goal. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new here, welcome. So we are on week 12 of our realistic 52-week declutter challenge, and this week we are in the kitchen once again, and we are going to declutter the freezer and our refrigerator in the kitchen. Now friends, I do have a refrigerator in the garage and I have two freezers in my basement. I will not be tackling those today. Well, as a matter of fact, the one in the garage doesn't have anything in there except for ice. But the freezers in my basement, I am going to be doing a video on that because I am also going to be doing an inventory as well. So I will have a declutter video as part of our weekly challenge, but I'm also going to do an organizing and inventory video on the freezer as well in a separate video, but that will be coming soon. But for now, we're just going to tackle the freezer and our refrigerator in the kitchen. My freezer is on the bottom of my refrigerator. It's a pull-out drawer, and it has four different compartments to it, and then it has a small little tiny long skinny pop flip down tray in there. What I'm going to do is take each compartment at a time, take everything out. I want to wipe it down, clean it out, and then I'm going to go through what I have and what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to put back. And I'm sure there's going to be items that's going to end up in the freezer in the basement as well, because I have a bad habit of just throwing stuff in there when I come in from the grocery store that really need to go downstairs. And then we'll just take each compartment at a time and get it decluttered. So now what I would like for you to do is grab yourself a trash can or a trash bag and put it next to the counter. So as we're going through the items, we'll go ahead and just throw in stuff that is no longer any good, that we're not going to be keeping. And I also recommend doing this, since this is such an easy challenge, I recommend doing this the day before trash day, especially if you live in a warmer climate, because it will have a tendency to smell once it thaws if it's been sitting out there for a few days. I am not doing that. So what I'm doing is throwing it in the trash bag, and then I'm going to take that trash bag and put it in my garage freezer, and then I'll pull it out the night before trash day and throw it out. So that way I don't have to worry about it. I have the room in there because the only thing I have in there I think is ice. So I can do that. Or if you have room in a refrigerator, like in your garage, you can just throw it in the refrigerator as well. And it'll thaw. You can put it on a tray or something in case there's any juices or whatever, and it doesn't leak all through the refrigerator. At least it won't smell. But this challenge is pretty easy, straightforward, so you could definitely do it the day before trash day. So friends, I have been talking way too much. Let's turn this camera down and get started. All right, my friends, this is my freezer, and as you can see, it is jam-packed. The one thing I'm not crazy about, I have drawers right here, and things get back there, and I hate that I can't get to that, but I have this drawer here. I have this drawer here, and look, you can see it is packed. And sorry, I think the light is getting you. And then I have this little tilt-down thing here. You can see I am packed, so we are going to get ahead and get started and cleaning this out. All right, my friends, so let's get started. This is what the inside and the bottom of my freezer looks like. I'm going to get the vacuum and go ahead and vacuum that out. So that side is empty, and here is everything that I took out. I have my trash bag here, so I'm going to go ahead and go through this real quick. All right, so this stuff I'm going to put in my freezer downstairs. I'm going to get rid of this, that. This I've had in here. I didn't date it, and I can't tell you. I don't even remember doing this. A lot of freezer burns, so this is going to go in the trash. Rotisserie chicken, which is good. Bacon bits, which is still good. These are pretty freezer burned. I'm going to go ahead and just toss those. Still have a good chicken patty. These are still good. Alright, so everything now that I know that's going to go back in the freezer is here. I'm going to quickly run down the items that I'm putting in the upright freezer. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to vacuum the freezer out and then put what I'm keeping up here back in there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum this out real quick. When I sprayed it, it kind of froze on there. I think I need to get some hot soapy water. Alright, it's nice and clean now, so I'm going to go ahead and put back the items I'm keeping. And since most of this stuff is, like I said, I'm not organizing right now, I'm just putting this stuff in here. And this side here happens to have some of my, and it was laying right on top. This is my, for my flavored fruit waters. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on this side, since this is what I am doing. And then I have two more of these, so I'm going to go ahead and put those down as well. Put it all there. There we go. So that way they're there. Now I'm going to go ahead and move over to this side and take out what I don't need. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, so here is the other side of my freezer, and as you can see, I have a ton of corn in the bottom of that as well. So I'm going to go ahead, vacuum that out, and then wipe it down really good, and then we'll go ahead and put everything back. Alright, let's quickly go through this. I know this is no good. This is definitely no good. All right, everything else is going to stay up here and go in the freezer, and then the rest I'm going to take down. Actually, I think I'm going to put this down in the basement. This is what I use to make my crab soup, and I want to use it for that. So it's going to be a little while before I make that again. So I'm going to put that down in the basement as well. So the rest of this is going to go back in the freezer. So I'm going to go ahead, take these and move them to the refrigerator in the garage. All right, so we have this empty drawer over here. Now we're going to go ahead and get in this one. I hope you guys can see because it really is difficult to film in this one. All right, so more for my water. So I'm just going to automatically put that down there. Oh, seriously? 2 chicken nuggets left in this big bag. You mean they couldn't have cooked those? So I'll put them in a little Ziploc bag and throw it in there. Seriously, boys. And I do have some baskets in here where I tried to organize a while ago. I'm going to go ahead and take these out. Let's get all this out. Alright, his big bag of nuggets, and the kids left 2 in there. Like, really? Boys, seriously. Look, 2 nuggets. That's it. I'm just going to throw them in a Ziploc bag because there's a big bag downstairs in the basement, and I'll put these in there. And they can add it with that. So this is trash. Put in my bag over here. Got some black beans in here. These have been in there for a really long time, so I'm going to get rid of those. Oh my gosh, twice now I missed the bag. And that's it. Everything else I'm going to keep. I'm going to rinse this out and then put it all back. Okay, so everything's put back in that drawer there. And as I mentioned, this one is empty. And then we have down here. And like I said, I have not organized it. I'm just putting stuff back from the spot where I cleaned it. But as I'm cleaning it, I have some ideas now of how I want to organize it. So that video will be coming. And then I have my ice cream there. I think for now I'm just going to throw these up here so they don't get lost. And I have some on the door as well. This little flip down drawer here, which is hard to see. So I'm going to throw those in there as well. And then I'm just going to clean this out. It's going to be difficult, sorry. This will be very difficult to film, so it's just a small little door. So I'm going to get everything out of there, and then that's it. Alright, so this is all I had in there. 1 nugget, so I'll combine that with that other bag of nuggets. Not sure why I put that on the door there, because the kids would have never ever looked there for it. I think I didn't want it to get lost. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in this bag. And then I have some tomatoes. Oh, I don't like the looks of that. I don't know how, I didn't date it. And that's something that I really need to be good about, is dating. So I have a better idea. So friends, if you are freezing something, then I have this piece of salmon. And I bought these at Walmart. I've been testing them out before I make whether or not I'm going to recommend these or not. So I've been testing them out. And when I do my freezer organization in the basement, I'll give you an update on it and tell you where I got them from. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these 2 back on that door. Actually, I'm going to put these back in the regular freezer and leave that drawer open and then put these in there. All right, my friends, I am done. So let's just quickly show you what I've done. Like I said, I'm not organizing right now.
I have a lot of ideas I want to do on how to organize this, but for now we have decluttered a whole trash bag of food. Here is the ice cream that I just threw in there. Some miscellaneous things here, but you can see the difference. I'm hoping if I get a snapshot of when I first opened this up to be able to do a side-by-side comparison. And there we go. The bulk of that stuff is fruit that I use for my fruit infused waters, and then there's just a few miscellaneous things down there. I probably will run down the basement and get a bag of the Costco chicken nuggets and throw in here for the kids. I like to keep those up here because they eat a ton of those. So there we go, friends. We are now decluttered, and I'll slowly move around. This is my trash bag. That is a huge waste, but I'm going to go ahead and toss that.
Oh my goodness, friends, that was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. I'm actually sweating. But anyway, you saw it really did. It took me a little bit longer just because I was filming and moving the camera around and that kind of stuff, but it really was very easy to do. You can take it all out at one time if your freezer isn't quite as big as mine. And as I said, I did not organize my freezer. Excuse me. I just went ahead. I did move some things around and combine some things just to make it a little bit easier. While I've been doing that, a lot was going on in my head. I am planning a declutter for the upright freezer in the basement, and I do plan on doing an organization in that refrigerator. I've already purchased a lot of items for that I think will work. So I will be having those videos coming out probably in the next month. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested, that they will be coming out. It will not be part of my normal declutter video, the organizing ones, but they still will be on my channel and you'll be able to find them. So not a problem. All right, friends, I'm talking way too much. I want to get a glass of tea because I am sweating. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing as it does greatly help me out. And don't forget to hit the little bell because it will notify you every time I have a new video coming out. So if you're subscribed, you will get all my organizing videos, my decorating videos, cleaning videos, cooking videos. I do a ton of cooking videos. So please don't forget to subscribe and you'll be notified every time I have a video coming out. So friends, also don't forget to follow me over on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest as well. I am very active over there on Instagram and Facebook. There is a ton of other interesting, helpful hints, tips, and just chit chats, whatever. I do a lot over there. So check me out on those social media sites as well. Everything is under Mama Needs a Goal. So friends, thanks again, and I'll catch up with you next week. Bye.